Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me, and this is E's Winging It Wednesday. So today what we're going to do is work with the AJ kit for June. Now, Melina's got me all kinds of little notes on here. Mama, no needle or wax thread, no felt trim, no wide tickets. This is all the stuff I didn't get because I get the leftovers, and that's fine because I have a needle, wax, thread, and I have some trim, so no problem. But I just get the leftovers, but this is mainly the kit other than the needle, the wax thread, and the wide felt trim. These are some tissue paper pieces. And then you get some of these beautiful tickets. I love those. Some of these. And this is a blue theme. Aaron picked this out. He loves blue like his pawpaw. It's a blue theme. And then you would get a big strip of these, but I only got a couple. And then you get a little glycine bag that has your needle and your thread and all kinds of stuff in it, and it has some flowers. I don't know how many of these little flowers you get, but you can see I've got quite a few, and I'm sure I got leftovers. So you get that. Your needle would probably be this needle like this, and then you get some of our wax thread. Then you get some speckled egg. Ooh, I'm anxious to use this one because I have not had the speckled egg before. So I'm glad I actually got one of these. It's a really pretty color. Let's see if I can. Let's just do it right here. You also get your little brush. Well, I didn't touch it hard enough. Oh, that's pretty. It goes perfect with this color here. I don't know if you can see that. It's very light. Well, I'm doing it very light. It's probably not as light as what I'm putting it on here. There you go. So, speckled egg ink, and then a blending brush. Then you get some of this beautiful trim. This is what I'm going to tie my journal together with. You get some tulle. I think you get 2 big pieces of blue tulle, and then you get the felt trim. It's very pretty. I don't have even a piece to show you. You get a pack of these flowers from Little Birdie, and it's got butterflies in it too, so yum. You get some very old vintage book pages. Very old. And then you get some paper bags. I think there's 5. I think you get 5. Yep, you get 5 paper bags. Now you could make a paper bag journal with these. All you'd have to do is fold them up, clip the ends, and you can make a beautiful paper bag journal with these. You get some of the dot grid paper that we put in each kit. We like to include that because this takes coffee dyeing very, very well. So you can coffee dye your own, whatever color you want to, or you can just use it as is, or use it on the back of your tags and things. So let's see how many pieces I got here. 4. Looks like I got 6, I think. I don't know how many you get. But I got 6 of those, and then this is my favorite drawing paper. I use this on the backs of tags a lot and for journal pages. It's like you get 5 of those. And then you get, let me put that back in place here. You get a couple of sheets of our Basil cardstock that I absolutely love. It's a very thick cardstock. On one side it's got texture, and then on the other side it's smooth. You get the blue and the gray. And then this paper, you get a whole paper pack here. 49 in Market, Color Swatch Ocean. This is gorgeous. Now, I would use these little pieces, but on the back, they didn't waste this because on the back you get that. So, I like that. And it's got some little writing in the background there. So, let's see how many pieces is in here. There's another one. That's 3. 4. Look at the back of that. It's pretty. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like it's 9 pages in here, and these are a very thick paper. So you might say, well, I don't know how to use those for journal because they're way too thick. You can use them for mini albums. You can use them just to cover pages with, or you can use them like I'm going to use mine. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with mine. Doesn't mean that that's what you have to do with yours. These are open kits, and what that means is you can do whatever you want to with them. I just give you ideas. That's all I do. That's my job. Alright, so what I did was, and I hope I showed you everything that come in the kit. I took, this is an old file folder that I had in my drawer. It was tore on one end. And I have folded it over to where I've got from the middle out is 6 inches, from middle out is 6 inches. And then I just folded these flaps over, and I'm going to use those as little inside tuck pockets. And then I cut it off at, I think, what did I cut it off at? I cut it off to 9 inches. So I've now basically got a 6 by 9 journal. I'm going to put one signature in it, so I'm not going to fold any other folds in here. If you wanted to put more than one signature, you know, your file folders have the little extra folds that are a 1/4 inch apart. You could just fold another one of those before you folded it in half. And that way you would be able to have more spine area. But I'm only going to put one signature in, so it's going to be a small journal, but I think it's going to be very cute. So what I did, like I said, is I folded those over. I'm going to leave my tab on there, everything. I'm going to cover the outside first. Let's see what I want to cover it with. I'm thinking I want to cover it with this paper. Yeah, I think that'll be pretty. I'm going to cut my branding strip off of here so that I can use the sheet. Now this sheet's going to make it very, very strong. And you can save your branding strip and use those if you want. I'll lay my trimmer right there because I'm going to be using it. This paper, I don't like to tear it, so I usually go ahead and cut it. Now, I want to decide if I want to use that. No, I don't. Okay. I changed my mind. Never mind. I'm going to mark it right there. That's where I need to cut it off that way. And then I need to cut it off right there that way. Because I'm going to leave some of that brown showing, because I think blue and brown look good together. And I'd rather mark it with a pencil as to try to guesstimate. Because when I guesstimate, I get it wrong. Okay? Right. So we have the front. And that's the way it's going to look right there. Ooh, I like that. Now, I'm just going to flip it over and make sure the back is going to be about the same size. And if it is, I'm just going to go ahead and cut my back piece. And I think for the back piece, I will use this since it's the other side of that. Because, you know, your back normally doesn't show that much in your journals. Again, I'm just going to mark it, and then I'll use my trimmer and trim it off. Okay, I cut branded strip and all because this is going to be glued down, so it's not going to matter. So we're going to put this on the front. Now, what I'm going to do is grab my blue ink pad, and I'm just going to use the ink pad itself. Now, if you rub the ink pad on the edge of the paper, it's going to tear your ink pad. I'm just going over it very lightly. I'm not rubbing it back and forth like sawing it. I'm just going to go very lightly off to the edge like that. That way it won't tear my ink pad. I'm going to go all the way around with that. And you could use a dauber. You don't have to do it this way. I'm just choosing to do it this way because I don't want to get up and go get a dauber. I'm going to be lazy today. Okay. Alright, there's the ink on that, and then I'm going to do the same thing around the edges here. Ooh, look at that, how pretty. That's pretty. Now I'm just turning it up like this and rubbing, and I'm going to come in a little bit with that color because I like that color so much. Just kind of going around in little bitty circles. Bringing that in a little at a time. Okay, now if you don't like that little smeared look, don't do it. I just happen to like it. Okay, that is going to go down right there. Now I don't know that we'll get this finished today, but I mean, I'll probably get a real good start on it. If we don't, we may come back next Wednesday and finish it. Or we might finish it tomorrow, since tomorrow's journal day. I don't know. Just be whatever I've got going on the agenda tomorrow. And I'm just going to try to leave about the same amount of that brown showing all the way around. There we go. Pretty, pretty. Now you could take your, if this doesn't look like it's blended like you want it to blend, you can take your blending tool, rub over that, get some ink on it, and just rub it lightly and blend it like you want. I like I said, I kind of like that watercolor look, that smear look like that, but to each his own. So there is the front. Ooh, I like that. Okay, let's go ahead and put this on the back. And again, I'm just going to kind of turn it up just so I get some extra ink on here. This is such a well-matched color. You did good, Aaron. Well, his mom helps him, as you know, but he does a lot. He tells her what he likes and what he doesn't. This is art glitter glue, in case you're wondering what glue we're using. My favorite glue. Right, there is that. Ergonomic bone folder, doesn't hurt your hand to grip it. I like it. Alright, so that is the outside of our journal covered, and I'll probably put some lace down through here, but then I want to cover the inside. I'm going to cover this in a completely different color than I cover this. I'm going to cover this. I cannot talk today. Have you caught on to that? I'm just going to go over that a little bit. Folding these out just so I can go over that little seam there. And I'm just going to go around this with the ink. That way I'll have all my little edges covered when I put my paper on here. Now, if you don't have an AJ kit, we do have some of those left in stock if you want one. They are listed on the website, and I'll put that link below. If you just don't want an AJ kit, but you want to do this project, you can always just do it with the papers that you have in your house or in your craft room. Alright, we have our inking done. Now, let's choose a paper for here. I may just use this to keep from having to cut into another. I don't know though, I don't want to open it up and see the same paper on the inside. So let's cut this one down. Right, I need to just mark it. So much easier for me. I don't like to measure and remember numbers right now, so that used to be all I did, and I don't want to do that right now. I'd rather play as measure. So I just mark it with my pencil. And then I pray that I hit the right mark. You know that I am famous about marking it and then cutting it the wrong mark. Okay, that one's good. And I just need another piece just like that. And I think I'm just going to cut another one of these, and I'll use the back side of it. I don't think I cut that straight. I know I didn't. I let it slip. Okay. Well, and then that time I didn't cut it all the way off. Okay. Maybe that'll work. Okay. I am going to ink again. And I will probably cut most of this inking out because you guys know how to ink, or either I'll just speed it up. That way you won't have to watch me like paint drying on the wall. Okay. We have that, so let's make sure I get it the right way up. It does have some little faint writing in the background there, so. And with this heavier paper, I do put quite a bit of glue because I don't want it coming up. Normally you don't have to use quite that much art glitter glue, but with the heavier paper I like for it to be well set. Okay. There we go. Cover this one. Alright, we have the outside and the inside covered. Now we need to cover these. Now I said I was going to use a completely different paper to cover these. So I'm not sure what I'm going to choose here. So I am going to use some paper from, this is from Lynn Art Designs on Etsy. I got it sometime last year. It's got the same blues in it. That bird has the same blue on there. I want to use this on the inside, and I want to make sure I get my bird on there. So, and this will be a total guesstimation, because I'm going to have to tear it around these little edges too. Well, I don't have to, but I will. I will try. I just love this paper. Alright, so we're going to leave a little of that showing. And then here, I'm going to fold back to right there. That's where I need to tear it. Down through there. So let's go ahead and tear that off. Oh yeah, and then I'm just going to tear a little sliver off here. There we go. That works. I hope I turned you back on. Yeah, I did. And then down here, we need to go in right here just a little bit. So I'm just going to mark that. And then I'm going to mark here. That shows me about what I need to go in. It's a little bit, maybe a little bit different, but that'll work, hopefully. Yeah, that works perfect. So just maneuvering your paper around. That's all you need to do. Okay. Now we're going to go over this. I need to tear just a tiny bit of that at the top because I've got all the other edges torn. I don't know if I can get a tiny bit torn or not. Let's see. There we go. Had all the other edges torn, so I needed to make sure that one was. Again, I'm going to go over it with my ink. Just to kind of close off those edges so that it doesn't look so like I just tore it all different ways, which I did. Somebody asked on one of the videos, I don't know which, what happened to your fingernails? Well, that's a long story. No, in the summertime when I'm working in the garden and working on the pool and working here and there and all that, I break my fingernails off big time because I'm rough. I am very rough when it comes to working outside. So they have all broke off. So I don't even try to put any polish on them right now. I just try to keep a base coat on there because my fingernails are so brittle. But I haven't even had time to put a base coat on there right now. So I need to do something because I've actually got a finger that's pretty sore because it broke off into the quick. And that hurts. I was pulling some weeds and I think I pulled my fingernail instead of the weed. Alright, there we go. I love that. That is so pretty. Okay, now we're going to make this as a tuck. So all I need to do is glue down here and here. File folders are great for doing things like this. Old file folders, grab them out and start playing around with them. You will enjoy it. I have used file folders for years to making journals and a lot of different things. Now since this is so tough, it's going to take that art glitter glue just a second or two to set. So all I'm going to do is clip it. Now I know everybody asks where I get these clips with the little end on them. I got these many years ago and I can't find the exact ones anymore. I can find no, not these. I don't even have one in here now. I can find the ones that are squared off here, but not these. But the ones that squared off work just as good. I think those I got from a company that I worked for years ago. I think. I don't know. Right. Now, we're going to put the other part of this on here. I think so. So again, we're just going to cut it off. Oops. Try not to let it slide. Trim it off about right there. Yeah, I think people had got used to looking at my fingernails, and then all of a sudden they're gone. But you know, the only reason I put anything on my nails, period, is because my nails are so brittle. If I don't, they break off into the quick, just like they are now. So I try to keep something on them, if nothing else, just a little bit of a base coat or a nail strengthener or something. But I haven't even done that. I've been busy. I've been doing things and going places. Alright. I think I need to take those vitamins that are supposed to help your nails. Mine are sure pitiful since I've gotten older. Used to I had the strongest nails. I could never... You couldn't even break them hardly. And now you can just look at them and they crack. I guess that comes with old age. Okay. And now again, and I'm not even going to worry about my little tab there because I'll cover it with something else. I'll probably just cover it with a tab. Yeah, I did. Did I put that other one on with my glue stick? And now this one I'm putting on with Merrily Arts. Maybe it won't show through. I just happened to think about that when I started. This is not the thick paper, Edith. Maybe it won't show through. Smooth it out really well with this. I think it will be fine. And see, that stuck down well. I don't think it showed through at all. Now let's close this up. And again, I'll probably have to clip this just because it's a thick file folder. Just for a second. Art glitter glue does well, but when it's something that's pulling back on it like this file folder, might have to clip it for just a second. I'm sure these are stuck, so we'll take those off. Well, I was wrong, wasn't I? I'm going to put a little bit more glue on this one. I don't think I had enough glue on this side. That side seems to be stuck pretty good. So we will stick these back and just let them sit for a while. Okay. So that is the start of our folio journal. I think I'll just call it a folio journal. Now I need to decide what papers I am going to include on the inside. And it may be more of these papers because I think they would go really well with this collection. So I think I'll go grab some papers and we'll see if we can at least get a signature put in. So this is the digital that I am going to include in this journal. And you could use your papers that came with your kit, but these are very, very thick. So what I'm going to do is use those for my tags and pockets. This kit I bought probably a couple of years ago, and I haven't used it, and it is from Len, L-E-N, Art, A-R-T-E, Designs on Etsy. And it's got the same color blues, the same color browns, so I'm going to use it to put in here as a signature. I'll probably add a couple of coffee dyed sheets, something like that. But I don't think I'm going to add a lot because this is some beautiful papers and I love the blue. So look at that. It's just like it's made for it. And I've been looking for a place to use this ever since I bought it. And for some reason I just couldn't come up with a journal that it fit. But it fits this one perfectly. So that is what I'm going to do with these papers. I think I have 16 sheets here. And like I said, I'll probably add a couple of sheets of coffee dyed. Let's just go ahead and grab those out. I don't think I'm going to stitch my signature in today because I'm going to decide exactly how I want my pages to go together, and you know, if I want to put anything else in there. I think I will include we'll include one of the bags. And I will include some of the vintage paper that we got in the kit. So what I'm going to have to do is go through here, put it in, and make sure that it's not too bulky. I don't want this to be too thick because I do just have a single spine in there, and it's made with a real thick chipboard, so I don't want it to blow up to where it's like this and can't close at all. It's a little bit different when you're making a journal that it's a really hard cover. If you don't have anything but just a single spine, than it is when you make a fabric cover. A fabric cover can expand and bend. This one does not. So that's why I want to take my time and put these in and fold it over and see what it looks like. See what it's going to look like when I get all of my ephemera and everything in there. So we will come back and work on this one some more. But right now I think I'm going to stop there. And then I'll play around with the placements of my pages, and I'll come back and show you how I stitch my pages in, and then we'll start embellishing with some of our goodies that we've got in the kit. Like I said, if you want one of these AJ kits, they will be linked below. I think we might have 10, maybe. Looks like maybe 8 or 10 left. So if you want one, grab it. The papers are awesome. The flowers are awesome. These are from Dina Wakley. I've not even played around with these, but I'm looking forward to using that tissue paper. So if you want one, grab it while they're available. We'll talk to you guys later. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Bye-bye.